Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about how to stay in shape when you've got young children. Now I know that women without children are very busy and women with older children are very busy. I'm just talking about this today because this is something that is my experience and so something that I feel that I can share with you. In case you don't already know, I have a 10-year-old boy, Ethan, and a 1-year-old boy, Monty. So I'm busy doing the school run with Ethan and all the things that go along with having a child at school, assemblies and all those sorts of things. And then, well, if you have children, you know what it's like having a 1-year-old, constantly on the go, constantly requiring attention. Certainly don't understand that you might want 10 minutes to yourself or 20 minutes to do a quick workout. All of those things just go out the window. So the question is, how do you manage to stay in shape when you've got a young family that you're looking after? Well, the first thing I would say is it really does come down to being organised, and I'm sure I've said this before, you probably get bored of me saying this, but organisation is so important. It's so important in terms of what you eat and food planning and all those sorts of things, but also it's important in terms of planning your exercise. So you need to know what you're doing when, otherwise it either just doesn't happen or it doesn't really happen very effectively. So my first tip is not only being organised when it comes to food, you hear a lot about food prep, we know that that's important, but also being organised when it comes to your workout. So whether it's that you know you're going to get to go to the gym, plan what you're going to do while you're there, speak to somebody to get some advice if you need to, or if it's that you're going to do a workout at home, then plan what you're going to do at home. Follow something, follow a DVD, there's so many apps and things, you've got 7-minute workouts, all those kinds of things. If you're not confident to write something yourself, then follow something, but make sure that you use that time that you do have effectively. It's 10 or 20 minutes and you will always feel much better for doing it. Okay, so the next thing is to make sure that you get enough sleep. It's really, 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 really important. I know that lots of people with young children might laugh at that. If you have a child who doesn't sleep very well, the idea of getting enough sleep can seem quite laughable. However, you've got to try and counterbalance that. If they don't sleep during the night, try and get to bed a little bit earlier. The reason being that if you haven't had enough sleep, firstly, your eating tends to go out of whack. Secondly, you're not going to feel like doing a workout. And thirdly, you're just really not going to feel very motivated. So that's a really important one. Do try, wherever possible, switch off that laptop early, switch off the TV early, get to bed a bit earlier and try and catch up on some sleep. So this is an age-old thing that you hear over and over, but making small, healthier choices can make all the difference. So take the stairs instead of the escalator. Walk places instead of getting in the car. You know, if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where you can walk to the shops instead of drive, do that, especially if you've got young kids and you can stick them in the pushchair or stick them in a sling. That's better for them and better for you. And in terms of clocking up your steps each day, that can really make a big difference. I wear this Jawbone Up, which counts my steps, which I find really useful because it really lets me know when I've had periods of being when I've had periods of being inactive, and how many steps I do on average each day. But there's tons of alternatives to the Up. You don't have to have one of those. You could have a Fitbit or just a pedometer which keeps track of your steps. In fact, my 10-year-old bought himself for £15 just a watch that he wears which tells the time and counts his steps, and he loves it because he gets to see how many steps he does at school, which is usually quite a lot, all that running around. And that can really make a big difference to your activity levels during the day and how many calories you're burning, basically. Okay, so the next thing is try and find time for a workout. So when you've planned what your workout's going to be, which is what I just spoke about at the beginning, really try and make sure that you find that time for you. Now, I know that can be really hard when you've got children. If you've got a partner, then obviously perhaps they can help. That's not always possible if your partner's away or you're on your own with your children. But somehow finding that time for you is really important. It doesn't have to be long. All of my workouts are around 10 minutes that you'll find on my channel. I probably do 20 minutes a day during the week, Monday to Friday, that's all I do, and I find that's enough. But if I only have 10 minutes, then I only do 10 minutes. I do tend to get up early and try and get my workout done before my children get up. I am quite lucky because both of my boys sleep quite well. But you know, there are periods of time. For the last week, Monty's been cutting a couple of teeth, so he's been waking up super early. So I have to say, I have been getting up at 5:30 to do a workout. Now that's not for everybody, but the point is you can always find 10 or 20 minutes in a day. You know, how often do you spend on Facebook or on social media? Switch it off, do a workout instead. I know people often say that they don't have time, but if you want to, you can find the time. And if you want to do a workout during the day, then get your kids involved. My youngest, I've done a video with this, you might have seen it, but I get Monty involved in my workouts. He finds it quite funny. Ethan, when he's around in the school holidays, he tends to join in. I think that he is laughing at me rather than with me, but you know, it's quite good fun. So if you've got babies, you know, they sleep or they'll lay on a play mat while you work out next to them. If you've got toddlers, then get them involved, use them for extra body weight, hold them while you're doing squats, whatever it might be. And if you've got older children, then get them to join in with you. It's good for them, it's good for you, it's something you can do together, it's something that's not sitting around watching TV. Everybody wins. So there are ways to fit it in if you want to. The thing is, you do have to want to, which if you're watching this video, then I'm sure you do. I hope that gives you some inspiration for how you can stay in shape even when you've got a young family to look after. If you like what you've seen today, then please do remember to subscribe, and I'll be bringing you more healthy lifestyle tips, food ideas and workouts each week. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.